Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Do I think I can fall in love with more than one person at the same time? No. I do not think you can. Because I think that wherever you put your energy is where, your affection and your love goes. You cannot split your energy evenly amongst two different people. So you might feel affection, but love takes a little more energy than splitting your time between two different people. That's what I think. Have I been in a situation where I felt like I had to choose between two people like love? I did, yes. Yeah, how could I forget? I did, I have. Many years ago, I was in a situation, and it was between an ex, and it was between my past and my future, right? And then the thing is, once I bury my past, it's really hard for me to go backwards. No matter how good of a guy he is and was, as much as it made sense to even be in that situation with him, because I knew that logically we should have been together, but I just couldn't get my feelings to go back to it. So I went forward instead. Hindsight is 20/20. If I could do things all over again, I don't like to live in regret. But if I could, I would have made that work. Because I think it was a better situation than the option that I did choose. But hey, hindsight is 20/20. It depends. It depends. It depends on the relationship. It depends on the dynamic. Now, if we are in a, let's say exclusive, we're moving towards marriage, then no, I don't want it to be open, obviously. I want us to be together exclusively. But if we're just dating and getting to know each other without the intent on getting married, then why not be open? But it can't just be open on one end. It has to be open on both ends, meaning it's open for me too. That means I can experience relationships with other people as well. When do I decide that I want to be exclusive? Well, okay, so I don't decide, I choose. That is a choice, to be exclusive. When I see a future with that person. If I see a future with him, then I'm going to want to be exclusive. The thing is, when you keep the door open, I'm not the girl you want to keep the door open with, because I get approached often. So it's not like I don't get approached. And if you're into me and you want to be exclusive with me, then you must make it known, because I'm not going to go out here and turn down a bunch of dates and potentials who do have intentions with me to be exclusive. They have intentions in wanting to lock me down as their person. I'm not going to keep turning people down if that person doesn't have that intention. So if we both see like a future in this, we should both say, you know what, let's be exclusive. Now, exclusive doesn't mean we got to get married next week. It doesn't mean that. Exclusive just means that I'm focusing on you, my energy is on you, your energy is on me, and we're only dating each other. The door isn't open. So if a man approaches me, I can say, I'm seeing somebody. Not, well, I guess technically I am single, so I guess I can take your phone number and we can go out next weekend. There has to have we have to have the conversation, and it has to be defined. If not, I'm going to assume that we're not exclusive and that the door is open for me to go out with whomever I want. What I'm saying, it depends, hon. It depends on the person and the relationship. If I see a future with the person, I'm going to want to be exclusive. If I'm just dating to be dating, then it can be open. Biggest turnoff sexually. That would be a closed-minded individual. Somebody who wants you to do for them and they don't want to do for you. Somebody who has they come to the bedroom with a whole lot of I don't, and I don't. Well, then neither do I. Okay, because sex is something that you explore with individuals, right? What worked for Sally may not work for Mary, and so you have to be open-minded, right? And if somebody isn't open-minded and they want to keep doing the same things that they've done with other people, then that's a turnoff for me. Like, I'm not other people, I am me, and you have to get to learn me. First thing that okay, so it depends. Let's say I meet him in person. If I meet him in person, his smile, definitely his smile. I do like a man with nice shoulders too. I don't know, something about the traps here. I do like a man with nice shoulders, but definitely his smile and his teeth. Let's say I meet somebody online. I'll look at their profile. I'll look through their pictures. However, I like to know a little bit more about them. So I'm reading what they wrote. And if I read something I don't like, or let's say the grammar's terrible or something, then it's a no for me. But someone in person, yeah, their smile. And what maintains that attraction? Definitely consistency. I'm not one who is into physical looks. Like you can go through my exes and you can see some of them are questionable. I no bullshit. I'm not even gonna lie. When I was getting a divorce, my attorney, she's an attractive black woman, a very attractive black woman. We were sitting across, when you're getting a divorce, we went to mediation at one point. And she was across from my ex-husband and I was across from him and, his attorney. When we went on break, she asked me, she said, "How did he get you?" And I was like, "Girl, I know he ain't fine. I know he's not fine. He's not. He's really not." But it was his personality, it was his demeanor, right, that attracted me to him. What maintains that attraction for me really is the effort that you put into me, the energy that you feed into me, and the consistency. If I don't have the consistency, I get turned off literally immediately. If the effort is low, consistency is inconsistent, I get turned off quickly too. So that's what's gonna maintain it. I do not have a problem with being consistent with a man. However, if it's not matched, then it's a no for me. And it's a quick no. It's a really quick no. Let's say that in the beginning, he's texting me every morning. Not that I even like the good morning messages, but I'm saying, let's say he texts me all the time, and then maybe 2 days in a row, I noticed, and we had discussed that, there's really nothing else going on in his life, right? I mean, it's not like he was in Guatemala. He was here, and whatever was going on. But I didn't hear from him like the normal, in the normal manner. I may reach out and be like, hey, just want to say goodnight, blah, blah, blah. And if I do, the max I will do is twice, and if it's not matched, lose my phone number. 9 times out of 10, he was never saved in my phone. And so he might as well just go ahead and forget about me, because if it goes unmatched twice, it's a wrap. I wouldn't use the word pampered. I would use the word, in my mind, Black American men are becoming more and more feminine as I don't even know with each generation for sure. I see more men, we see them, they have their own podcast, and I have my own podcast too. But they have their own podcast, they have their own YouTube channel, they have all these things, but they are out there attacking black women. They say things about black women. Black women need to do this, they need to do that. But they don't look in the mirror and say, well, what am I as a black man supposed to do? I've seen black men, more so, they're more apt now to hit women, and I understand not all women are ladylike, but now it's just like, I feel like black men, and I'm not gonna say it's not happening in other races, but I do see it more in black men, because black men are the one that's coming out here with these podcasts, with these shows, degrading the black woman, right? And then comparing us to other women. And if you want to love somebody else, then damn it, love somebody else. You don't have to put us down while you're loving somebody else, okay? But the black men, I see them, like, you can go on any channel, they're wearing our clothes, they're dressing like us, they're using my hair products, and I got a lot of hair, and they were sharing hair products, and they're wearing makeup, and it's just like, what happened to the masculine man, opening the door, just the things that I feel like, man, being the breadwinner, taking care of the woman. What happened to that black man? Why do we women, and I understand women have a part in this, okay? Women have a part in this, and I'm not gonna put it all on black men. But as far as a black man being pampered, I just think black men are becoming more and more and more like women. And I'm not gonna lie, I've contributed to this, kinda, with the statistics, right? There are more and more black men being raised by black women. There are fewer black men in the home raising black men, raising black girls. And so these young black girls, they don't know what love is. They have no idea what love is. So they accept any old thing, right? Because they weren't raised with the father. The father wasn't there to show them love. And so those black girls are being raised, looking for love. So they grow up looking for love. And then they come across this young black man who was never shown how to be a man, showing them, some type of love that they think is love, but doesn't really understand what love is, doesn't understand what being masculine is, because there was no man in the home. And now you got two lost souls trying to figure it out. She's trying to find love, and he's trying to show love, and neither one of them know what the other is. And so then you get these lost women that accept any type of behavior, and then they get up with these men that they think they could treat all women like that because you met bottom Becky, at her lowest point, because she doesn't know what love is. And then they take that and then they spread it and they spread it, and then they try to come towards a woman like me, and I ain't accepting it. Like I tell everyone, I don't have any daddy issues. Okay, I don't have not one single daddy issue, but I am a single mom to 3 sons. And so I did raise my sons as well, just like a single black woman, without a man in the home. I was married 12 years. I did have a man in the home. However, he's a masculine man, but he wasn't masculine enough for me, okay? Because I'm a masculine woman as well. And because he wasn't masculine enough, my masculinity took over in that marriage and in that home. But I raised my boys the best way I could to become it. And I would say I've done a great job. I mean, kudos to me. But I can't show them how to really be a man, because I'm not a man. I'm not a man. And that was up to, the man to show them how to be a man, right? And so I've contributed to the cause and effect as well, but I'd beat the shit out of my sons if they were masculine and they came out here, Now, if they were into other men, that's one thing. But if you're going out here and I still would love them. I would love them just the fucking same. Okay. However, if they're trying to match a woman's energy, be like a woman, while dating a woman, I'm going to correct my son, because that's not the woman for you. It's not the woman for you, and you're not being the man for her. If something makes my partner happy, but on the flip side degrades me, then is it really satisfying for the both of us? It would depend on the level. Like, I'm not into a lot of pain, okay? I am going to pass on that. Like, I don't care what the level of freakiness is, but if it's bringing me pain, or making me feel like I'm degrading myself as a woman, like, putting me on the leash and walking me around the house. Come on now. The hell. I got a dog for that. Walk him. I got a boy dog. Walk his ass, but don't walk me. Stuff like that. I'm like, I can be open-minded, but I'm not into degrading myself, if that makes any sense. I mean, like some things, I don't know, and I mean, I don't know. I don't know like what people do in the bedroom. Okay, I don't know how freaky folks get, but some shit is just too nasty. Like let's say somebody wants to shit on me. That's a hard no. That is a hard no. I'm a germaphobe. Okay, that is gross. So no. So that type of stuff. So, I mean, there's a line, right? There is some kinkiness that's very pleasurable, but then some is very degrading. Some is very painful. I'ma just not go towards the pain and the degrading type sex. No. Once a cheater, always a cheater. I think there's some truth in that. I really do, because I think people have habits. People develop habits. They develop their character. And if it's okay in their character to be a cheater, then they are who they are. I honestly don't believe that there are situations to where it's okay to cheat. I don't believe that, because if you're going to cheat, you're going to cheat. It doesn't matter what scenario, situation is presented to you. If that's who you are, that's who you are. But on the flip side, do I think someone can change from being a cheater? Can they? Yes, I do think they can. So I don't necessarily say, once a cheater, always a cheater. No. But it might be one, it could be in their character. But can you change aspects of your character? Yes, I do believe you can change parts of who you are. But I don't buy that it was the situation that caused me to cheat. Like, no. I mean, unless you out here jogging and then, you slipped on a banana peel and your dick fell in some pussy, then I could see that might be an accident. But in order for you to cheat, like, there was some action behind it. Nobody mistaken. Like, I don't just be out here and I'm in the pool, like I swim at the gym, and I don't just be swimming swimming like this and then the dick just swims to me. Like, it doesn't happen like that. I had to put in effort to cheat. And a man especially had to put in effort to cheat. And at some time he could have been like, you know what, no, that's not in my character because I'm not a cheater. But if he actively cheated, then I promise you, he put in the work to cheat. But anyway, to answer that, just to wrap that up, but do I believe that once a cheater, always a cheater? To a certain degree. But you can make a decision, a choice, or a decision. You can make a decision to not cheat. You can make that decision, and you can choose you. Like when I was married, I always looked at it like this. And I'm not Mother Teresa, and I'm not going to sit here and act like I am. But my thing is, when you get married, it's not being committed to the man. Not at all. I was never committed to my husband. I was not. You're committed to the institution of marriage. You're not committed to a person. Because if you're committed to a person, if they do something that takes you out of their commitment, then wouldn't that mean that would take me out of my commitment as well? I'm not a reactionary type person. Oh, you did it, so I have to go do it too. If you're out of your commitment, that's on you. That's completely on you. That has nothing to do with me, because I was committed to the institution of marriage. And so when you say I do in a marriage, it's not, to me, it's not I'm committed to that person. I'm committed to myself, and I'm committed to the vows that I made. I'm committed to that. And I never just want, like, I don't believe in giving everybody access to you. So those people who do the tit for tat, oh, he cheated, I'm gonna cheat. I think that is the most ignorant shit ever. It's ignorant. because that just means you'll give anybody access to you. You know, have enough decency for yourself. Be like, you know what, that's on him. If he want to do that, then carry your wandering dick in the street and keep it there. But you're not going to wander back over here. Okay? And so, I mean, but that's how I was. And that's how I am. That's how I am as a person, because I don't believe in giving access to everybody. But I would hope that if I meet somebody and he cheated on everybody he's been with, that would give me, that is a red flag. Because what makes me any different? Because I'm not one of those people that is, you know, that's like, oh, that was her. He did her like that. No, not at all. If you can do somebody else like that, you damn sure could do me like that. So it's about, has he changed as a person and what has he learned? If he hasn't learned shit, and if he's still making excuses as to why he cheated, girl, he ain't learned. He doesn't even know why he cheated. So I guess that's my long answer to that question. You know, it would depend. Do they have kids? If they have kids, I understand. If you have kids, you have to maintain some type of relationship with your ex. I mean, just because we're getting married doesn't mean the kids poof go away. No. You know, hopefully in an ideal situation, I would know the kids and, you know, and my stepkids, my future stepkids, and we all become like one. So no, I don't mind that. But now it depends if he, let's say they don't have any kids. They don't have any kids. I always look at it like that. Is he okay with me being friends with my exes? If you're okay with me being friends with my exes, then I'm okay too. But there's got to be some parameters around it. You ain't hanging out with the bitch. You're not going out. Like, where are you going out with her? Like, no, let's be respectful. I'm huge on be respectful. You know what's right and wrong. I'm not the type of person where you're going what time you coming home. No, I'm not doing that. That's probably how I got cheated on in my marriage, because I'm not that person. You are a grown ass man. You know where the hell you lay down at night. Okay? I should not have to remind you of that. Now, if I have to remind you that, look, don't do anything wrong, then we don't need to be together. I don't need to be in a relationship if I have to tell somebody what's right and what's wrong. Okay? No man has to tell me what's right or what's wrong in a relationship. You know, if he doesn't like something that I do, let's say one of my male friends makes him feel uncomfortable and he tells me that, then poof, out of respect for my relationship, that male friend is gone. I will not socialize with that person anymore. So I would expect my fiance to do the same. If it makes me uncomfortable, bye bitch. You know, if it's okay and they're not hanging out and they're just, you know, being friendly from time to time, then hey, I'm good with that. No. You know, it's a lot of times when you're sleeping, you really can't control your thoughts, right? When you're sleeping, I'm talking about your dreams. Sometimes I have weird ass dreams. Like I have dreamt, you know, of some crazy stuff. Like I've been with some good looking men in my dreams, you know, and I woke up and the asses weren't there, you know. So no, while he's sleeping, no. Now, if he's intentionally, let's say we're in the intimate act, and he has to paint her face on mine to maintain an erection, that's completely different. Then yes, that's a big no-no. Leave me alone. What you don't want, somebody else will want really, really quickly. Like I don't need that. But something, you know, somebody having unintentional thoughts while they're sleeping, no. If it's unintentional, it's unintentional.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.